Hey guys, today I'm going to show you on how to set up Apache Guacamole Server. And we're going to do this entire process on a virtual machine in my hypervisor Promox. You can do this on a regular hypervisor of your choice. So let's go ahead and get started with this. I have here all the steps required to set up the server. I'm going to be leaving all of this in the description below. So we have here the terminal already opened up here on the right side. I'm just going to log in on this. And we're going to begin the process. We're going to be installing everything on this machine. So first up, we're going to be downloading the packages. So just go ahead and just copy this and paste that here, and that will begin the process. This will take a little bit. I'm just going to fast forward this part. Okay, there we have it. We have downloaded all the required packages. Now we're going to download all the required files. We're going to be downloading all the required files with wget. Just copy this entire command here and just paste that in there. Okay, there, all the files have been downloaded. Now we're going to set up the database. The way that we're setting up this server, we're going to be using RDP, VNC, and SSH for this process. So now let's do the database. We're going to be using MySQL. So just type in here MySQL. And now we're going to copy this entire line completely. Now do be warned, you have here a user. You can change this username to something else to your preference. The same goes for the password. This is a very simple password. Please use a complicated one. I'm just using this one for the demonstration of this video. So now let's just copy this entire line, copy that, paste that there. If the command went through, you're going to see query OK, query OK, query OK, query OK. That means it worked. Now we're just going to exit out there, enter, exit. Now we're out of MySQL. Now we're going to be extracting FreeRDP. If you do ls, you can see all the files that we just downloaded from here. We have here these files that we're going to be extracting. So I have this set up that it will just automatically do the process for you and compile it for you. So it's going to be extracting, make the directory, go into the directory, and compile it. So just copy the entire command. Press that in there, Control-Shift-B, and let the process do itself. Okay, there, as you can see, it finished. Now we can just go back out of there, ls. Now we're going to set up the Guacamole server. Same process, we're going to be renaming it, extracting it, and just compile and build it. So just copy the entire command again, copy that, paste that in here, and let it run. Okay, in this part here, while it's compiling and building, you can see right here the protocol support right now. It says it's enable RDP, SSH, and VNC. And there's also some stuff that are not already added to the library. Again, some of these stuff is optional, but these are just the ones that I picked for this video, for the demonstration, and it all works. Okay, now as we can see, the process is finished. Now we can move on to the next step. We're going to turn Guacd as a service. So first up, as we can see here, we're going to make it executable. So I'm going to copy that. And now we're going to turn this into a systemd unit service. So just copy this here and open your text editor and copy the unit file. Just paste that in there and just save that. And now we're going to reload the systemd and start the service and enable it. Copy that, paste that. It created system link, perfect. Now we're going to make the directories for the extension and the connector. Just gonna go ahead and just copy all of this. It will make the directories and it will open up the Guacamole properties that we're going to be creating so we can add these lines to the properties. Just copy that. Now we're in the new file, guacamole.properties. We're going to add these lines. Just paste that in there. Do be aware that in here you need to add your database username and password. This might be different since these are the ones that I chose for this video for the demonstration. So do be aware of that. And again, do not use a simple password like this. This is just a demonstration. Now just save that. Now that has been created. Now in here, we're going to do the same thing. Now let's just go back here to where all the files are located. Now we're going to add the connectors to the correct directories. Move this extracted, and we're going to be in this path, MySQL. Just copy that, enter. Now we're in here. If we do ls, we're going to see here a jar file. And now this jar file, we need to move it to the extension directory. We're going to move that here, paste that. It's been moved. It's now not there anymore. Now we need to write the tables for our database so we're able to connect it to our Guacamole server. We just need to copy this line, a command, and now just paste that in there. You will be asked for the password. This password is the one that you set up for your MySQL database. So in my case, it would be this password for me. So I'm just gonna type that in here. Okay, there, it's already been imported. Now we can go back. Now the same thing, now we're going to extract this file and add the MySQL connector to the directory list in the Guacamole. Paste that in there. There, that's done. Now let's just go back to where we were. See all our directories there. Now we're going to be installing Java. Same thing. Just extract it and move it to the specific directory that I have here. Just copy that, paste that in there. Okay, there we go. It has been exported and we can see it's in this directory. Now we're going to be extracting Tomcat and we're going to be moving it to this directory, OPT, Tomcat9. Just copy that. It has been moved, and now we're going to open this file because Tomcat requires a user and password. And here we're going to be adding our user and password to access Tomcat. Now we're going to add these two lines. Here you can see username and password. You can change this to whatever you want. I'm just leaving it like this for the demonstration of this video. And we're going to put this right here, paste that in there. Now we're just going to save that and close that out. Now to access the Tomcat, we actually need to remove a line because we don't actually have permissions to it. So we need to open this file in our Tomcat and we need to remove this line. Just open this file and find this line called about class name and just remove that. And now just save that file. Now that we did that, now we're going to turn Tomcat into a service. The reason that I do this to make it into a service is so that way I don't have to turn it on manually every time. So it just runs every time I run the system. Now we're going to turn this into a service. Here is the description to make it into a systemd service. Now let's just copy this and put that in there and just save that. Now let's just reload it. Oh, wait, my mistake. I forgot something. Forgot this line. There. Now let's just save that. And now let's just reload the systemd service. There, it created the system link. And now the last file would be the Guacamole.war. This is the client. So with this, we're going to be moving it to the Tomcat web apps. This is basically the file that will let us log in into the Guacamole server from what I read on the documentation. Now we're just gonna go and just move this, rename it, and move it to web apps. Just copy that. It has been renamed and it's now in Tomcat9 web apps. Now we're going to verify the services and just restart them and see the status of them. In this case, Guacd and Tomcat9. Just copy that and let's see the services and let's restart it. We can see Guacd is running perfect and Tomcat9 is also running perfect. No issues. Now we're going to log in into Tomcat9 so we're able to access Guacamole server. Now the IP and the port number for this would be the one of your system and the port number is 8080. So in my case, IPA, my IP for this is 10.0.0.23. So I'm just going to copy that IP. I'm gonna minimize this. Now we can say go new tab here, paste that in there, 8080, enter. Now we are in the Apache Tomcat. Now all that we need to do here is just go to Manager App, and now it's going to ask us for the username and password. This is the one that I showed earlier. That Tomcat needs a user and password. So in my case, it's admin, sign in. Now we're logged in, and now you're going to find Guacamole, which is right here. Just open that up. And now we're inside. And now to log in, you just need to use the default user and password. In this case, it would be Guacadmin. Again, the same thing, Guacadmin. And now we're logged in. Now in here, in the settings, you can actually create a new user or keep using the default. Now we're going to create our connections. In connections right here, new connection. Now we're actually going to make the Linux one first. I'm gonna just call this one Linux. And the protocol will be VNC. Now on the bottom, we're just gonna add here the IP of the machine you wanna connect and the port number, the user and password. We're going to be connecting to this computer right here. This Linux man that I have here already set up. So I just need to put here 10.0.0.016 and the port number for this is 5901. The user for this is my name and the password that I have already set up. Now all that we need to do here is just save it. We don't need to add anything else unless you want to add these. This is optional. Now just save that. And if we go back here in home, we can see the connection and we can just connect. And there we have it. We're already inside. Now we're controlling it over the Guacamole server. Now we can do the same thing for the other connections. Now let's just get out of here. Let's just go back. Now we're going to add here in settings, connections, new connection. Now we're going to do the Windows one. Windows will be RDP. I'm just going to put here Windows. Now the same thing, we need the IP, the username and password. We don't actually need the port number for this one. So I'm going to be using this one for the demonstration. So let me just log in into this one. Here is the IP for this one, ending in 21. Now in here, 10.0.0.21, and now the username here, the password. Now the security mode for Windows, in this case, MLA. Ignore the security certificate and trust host certificate on first time. Do anything else here. Now we can just save this. Go back into Home, Windows, and we should be able to be connected. And there we have it. Now we're connected. Now the same process would be for the SSH. We're going to be using the Linux one for SSH. So settings, connections, new connection, SSH. So in this one, I'm going to be using the same machine, but just via SSH. So here, 10.10.16, port 22, username, and the password. And now we can just save that, home, and CS login, and there we have it. Okay guys, and there you have it. You have successfully set up a Guacamole server. I hope you guys found this video straightforward and helpful. If you have any questions, just leave a comment below. As always guys, thank you for watching, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys, have a good one.